Hey coin collectors, it's DC on the Big D, and today we're going to look at the first 5 in the America the Beautiful Quarter series. These coins were provided to us by APMEX, and we're going to get coins from APMEX probably a couple times a month on the Big D coin channel, and this is the first month that we're doing any of these. And you can see that there's a stack of quarters here. There's 5 of them, and that is the first 5 in the America the Beautiful series. So let's take these coins to a blue background so we can see them a little bit better and set them up. But I want to show you the front first because all the fronts on all the America the Beautiful series are going to be the same. And you say, well, I know they're the same. They were the same as the United States State Quarter series. Well, they were, except for one difference, and that is on the State Quarter series, what they did was they took John Flanagan. So this is a Puerto Rico State Quarter series. Remember, it was the state quarters and territories. So in 2009, they finished up the territories. And on that series from 1999 to 2009, they had 2 sets of initials on the bottom. They had John Flanagan, who originally engraved the quarter back in 1932, and they had William Cousins. When they came to the 2010 version, so William Cousins' initials were taken off of the America the Beautiful quarter. So they're all the same on the front except for those initials. On the back, however, they're all different. And they put out 5 a year starting in 2010. And this is the first of them, Hot Springs. The Hot Springs National Park quarter was engraved on the back also, but that wasn't either John Flanagan or William Cousins. And if we look way down here at the bottom, we can see that there's a DE here and a JFM here. And that's for Don Everhart and Joseph F. Mena. So they're the 2 that engraved the Hot Springs National Park quarter. The next one that we have is the Yellowstone quarter. And this Yellowstone quarter was the second one to come out. And it is in Wyoming, of course. And it came out in 2010 also. It came out on June 1st, so about a month and a half later on June 1st, 33.6 million of the Yellowstone National Park quarters came out. Now the Yellowstone National Park quarters were also engraved, and you can see right over here, there's a D and an E there for Don Everhart. It turns out that Don Everhart did the whole thing. He didn't share this one with any other artist, and it's just a beautiful job. You can see the Hot Springs, Old Faithful, you can see the bison there. You can see the mountains of Wyoming in the background. Just a really sweet looking coin. Next up is the Yosemite coin. So we got 2 Y's in a row, Yellowstone and then Yosemite. Yosemite, of course, in California. Also, if we look over here, we see that there's some initials there too. And can you see those? So if I put my marker there, you can see there's a PH there for Phoebe Hempel. And then, of course, over here, there's a JFM for Joseph F. Mena. This is the wall that everybody climbs, is the little pond that's in front of it. If you've ever been there, looks very much like the scene. If you ever get to go to Yosemite, this is a great place to look at the walls from. All right, next up was the Grand Canyon one. And this one has all kinds of detail, and you can actually get a sense of how large it is. Grand Canyon is in Arizona, and this one was engraved by Phoebe Hempel. So let's see if we can find the PH down here. There it is down among the rocks here. There's the PH. So Phoebe Hempel engraved this one. They did 34.8 million. I forgot to tell you at Yosemite they did about 35 million even. So pretty stable numbers for all 3 of these, between 34 and 35 million. Then finally, the last of these is Mount Hood, which is in Oregon. Now, Mount Hood is a national forest, not a national park. You can see Mount Hood looking across the lake at Mount Hood. And this coin here also has an engraver's initials on it right here, and that's Phoebe Hempel. And so she did both the full Grand Canyon National Park and Mount Hood engravings in 2010. These also, they made about the same amount at the Denver Mint, and those will have a D on them. Of course, these ones here all have a P on them for Philadelphia. This is the clad version. When you get an uncirculated mint set, you get it in a clad version, a copper nickel clad copper. You can also get this in a silver set, and you can also get this with a D on it or an S on it. And if you get one with an S on it, It can be silver or clad, and it will come with a proof finish. There's a little bit of a die crack there, so you might get these once in a while. Sometimes it just doesn't fit on there quite right. This die crack probably won't be worth anything, but sometimes it's good to just get them and put them under some magnification and see what happens, and you might see something like this. All right, that's all we have today from Big D Coins. We'd love to have you subscribe to the Big D Coin channel and leave any comments you might have in the comments section. We'd also, again, like to thank APMEX for sending us these coins. It's been very helpful to us because, as many of you coin collectors know, getting the coins is awful hard to do sometimes. All right, thank you for watching the Big D Coin channel.